Hello there again! Welcome to my channel. Right now, I will talk through new trends for job applications, particularly the recruitment and hiring process. If you are a job seeker, especially those who just graduated, and for those who had requested related topics similar to that I had uploaded about job interviews 3 months ago, well, hey, this is for you. Why do you need to know about the hiring and recruitment process, by the way? Firstly, it's for you to know what is to be expected and be able to manage your expectations. Subsequently, for you to beat the challenges along the way. Although you can ask this in your initial interview, where it is your turn to be asked if you have some questions. Perhaps many of you are already aware of why that's the new trends for job applications and interviews. And for those who are still oblivious, this is to address your curiosity by sharing a framework which accentuated COVID and IR 4.0 as the two primary factors that promoted societal and employment into an accelerated change. To broaden the knowledge about this matter, the Fourth Industrial Revolution, or the 4IR, was started in 2016, as is when the term was coined by Klaus Schwab, the founder of the WEF, or World Economic Forum. Its existence led to several issues, particularly on its acceptance, and it was said that it would cause distractions, especially those who don't fully understand it. Thus, there are many academic researchers focused on it, and I was one of the many. Before the existence of this pandemic, we are already on the brink or edge of the 4IR. As we all know, the pandemic had shaken the world and it poses disruptions with multiple impacts in society, in the economy, down to industries and organizations, to the strict implementations like social distancing, community quarantines. People realize the significance of technology and communication. Thus, organizations have embraced the virtual or digital world for the new normal, which brought stupendous changes more than we know. And people became highly dependent with technology, along with digital recruitment through AI-empowered software, or Google Assistant software became the new norm. Alright, before we will be drifted to another thing again and be immersed in it, let's now switch to the job application process. The job application is the first step of the hiring process, which takes place the moment you send your resume with your application letter to a company, or when you accomplish a digital application form. Remember that your resume should go along with an application or a cover letter, because your resume is just an overview of your educational background, including the seminars that you have attended, your employment background, your personal information, and your qualifications and skills, while a cover or an application letter adds personality to your application, because it is where you can express your interest in the job you are applying for. After the application phase is the resume screening, wherein Human Resources Department will go over your resume and filter either manually or software assisted to identify primary candidates. For a Correspondingly, they will check your background as to whether you have the academic knowledge and professional expertise to perform a job well, which is the most salient part. The CV layout as well is being checked. If the skill of organizing and presenting information is clear and concise, then the CV red flags like typographical errors, mismatched dates, and ornamentations. Ornamentations means putting up things on your CV that does not even appear in the Google search. Be careful in this matter, as it may also be seen as intellectual dishonesty. After the resume screening is the screening call. This is an initial interview or the first round of the hiring process to determine whether the candidate is truly interested or qualified for the job, to which only the best candidate will proceed to the next level. This is just a brief interview, which may include questions about your background, qualifications, salary requirement, and availability of work. You will receive an email for a phone screen schedule, but it is salient for you to prepare how to answer the interview questions and rehearse like you are talking to the interviewer. All you have to do is to know the job description of the position with which you can harmonize the skills needed. Prepare for your interview space, research about the company, and master details about your CV, such as your qualifications, experiences, and other backgrounds. For my next video, I will talk through about interview preparation exclusively, so information won't go overlapping. Next is the assessment tests, which can be done through online platforms integrated with the company's website, which instantly provides outcomes. This can be written like aptitude, personality, and intelligence tests. An aptitude test is used to determine an individual's ability, assessing how they are most likely to perform in an area. Intelligence tests include IQ tests, logical or numerical tests, and verbal, while personality tests are to test how would an individual perform in the organization and evaluate their areas of strength. After the assessment test will be the virtual interview, which are conducted much like as face-to-face interviews, wherein a candidate should wear business attire, same as we do in a face-to-face interview. Remember that what you wear represents your individuality. A candidate will be assessed on their appearance, listening skills, and how they behave. Next to the virtual interview could be the background checks. Background checks for employment may include verification of the candidate's identity, education, training, certification claims, employment background, of which they may call your previous employer, credit report, and criminal record. Why there is a need for background checks, by the way? Primarily to improve quality of hires, to protect the company's reputation, and to prevent theft, embezzlement, and other criminal activity. On the other hand, background checks to candidates protected category such as race, religion, disability, medical report, or any other protected category can be associated with legal issues on the part of the company. Nevertheless, background checks are permissible in the Philippines, and for ethical considerations, permission to applicants can also be obtained. The last part stage of the selection process is a reference check. This hearing feedback from the people that the candidate works with. Character references could be anyone who's fit for the character, personality, abilities, and qualifications apart from their family. And finally, decision and job offer. This will be the time that a candidate will be congratulated and welcomed to the company. Subsequently, they will receive a formal job offer letter or be called for the good news. And once the job is accepted, of course, that ends the hiring process.